Hey guys, Eric Clark here with OK's Hunter, and it's like 85, 80 degrees, somewhere in there, and it's October, I don't know, 20th, so it's maybe unseasonably hot. Anyway, I'm not hunting because it's super hot out, so I figured I'd come tinker with my hunting gear and do a quick little breakdown of some Latitude Outdoors gear. The Ranger 22 pack, their profile platform, their Carbon Series Speed Sticks, and their Lone Star saddle. So typically I'm a really loud and clunky dipshit when it comes to hunting, but now I'm just still mostly just a dipshit. Less loud and clunky because of everything I got from Latitude. So let me just show you guys some of the things that I found. There's a ton of YouTube review videos out there. Our channel does not do a lot of them. So some of the things I might call out have already been called out. I just figure, as someone who's not an expert hunter or a gear junkie, here's some of the things that I found really valuable about the pack, the platform, the sticks, and the saddle. So here we go. First, I'm going to break down the pack. Okay, a couple things I really enjoy about this pack out of the box, so to speak, is the waist support here, the lower back support. Obviously, having that support in general takes a lot of weight off your shoulders, but just some general, like really simple things about it. The fact that it's got two of these straps here, super easy to loosen, tighten, no big deal. Very easy to do. What I notice here about this top clip, again, it's taking some of that weight off your shoulders and balancing it out, but easy to adjust the tightness, the looseness, but you can also adjust where you want it to be across your chest. So you can adjust it very easily here and here, move it up or down. I've already got it where I want it, so I don't want to mess with it too much here. So that's pretty great. Got some extra clips up here too for hanging things like "Stop barking at me." I'll do some other rundown stuff here. So for me, this is how I have it set up. Now I'm contemplating changing it around and doing the flannel in that pouch here versus the sticks and flopping those two. But for now, this is how I'm going to run it. I have 4 Carbon Series Speed Sticks underneath this pouch here, doubled up with this strap here. Again, the strap, you can tighten it from both sides. It really cinch it tight when you get both hands on here. I only have one hand because one's holding my phone. And then you can see here they got on every single strap that has excess, you can roll it up and Velcro it. So I've got that, you know, on anything that's, it's just great. You don't have all this extra stuff flapping in the wind as it's a windy day. What I also like here about this is once I actually take this off, this whole entire thing is removable. You don't have to have this on here at all. I just think this overall does a better job supporting the sticks than just the one across. So that's how I have it here. Obviously, if I wanted to, and I might actually do this, is take these sticks and put them down on the bottom. I just have not run it yet to know. I want to try both, but I do canoe into public land a lot, so this is probably a bad idea because then this will get wet in the bottom of the canoe. So maybe I can put them on the sticks to support the whole bag, put the flannel up here. Might be a better outcome. Okay, let me show you how I got this thing set up on the inside. Okay, so let's undo the top part. The way that I do it, I actually cinch it around the sticks here to hold them into place. This thing comes down. Now when I said this whole thing comes off, what I really like is this. I've never even seen one of these clips before, this bag. So I don't know what other hunting gear is out there that has this, but this is a really unique clip in that you just press down here. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with my phone, and it pops right off. And then you can pull this straight out of there, and that's out. So if you want to, again, you just press down. Sorry, this one-handed stuff is kind of tricky. Springs loose. I don't even know what you call these kind of clips, but little pocket here too for your milkweed or whatever you got going on. Pretty straightforward. So that's removable. Then I got my sticks that come off here. I'm using a nice little contraption here from Good Sit Mobile to hold these sticks nice and tight. A little bungee cord from those guys makes it really easy. These are very stackable. I got 3 sticks as a set, and then I just bought this extra one, so it's got different tape on it. Inside the bag, the other thing too, this kind of like weather protected seam here, this probably protects from rain. You can fold it all the way back around the whole thing, and why I like that is if you don't do that, your zippers get caught. And if you fold it all the way back, they don't get caught. So that's kind of nice. Then in here is the platform. Sits perfectly in there. I see a lot of guys run on the outside. I could probably put it on the outside with the sticks on the outside, put my flannel inside. That might be something else I try too. I just figure I want the metal inside so it's not clanking on branches. So that's my thought process. I don't have much that I keep in the bag as way of gear. I have like knives in here. What else we got in the bag? Another knife. I have calls. This thing's got pockets all over the place. So up top here, my rangefinder and my release. So there's that. This cinches down really nice on both sides again, pretty straightforward. Some other things about the pack, just looking at the back side, is all this padding here. Super comfortable, lots of support. You can see that mesh webbing, breathable fabric on the straps. I mean, everything, and the adjustability here, again, your straps are super adjustable here and here. A lot of them, typically are only adjustable on the bottom. So this is Latitude all season gear. You can run this pack all season, which is how I'm gonna run it. I don't have the need for 2 packs. Also got some side pockets, so I got a battery charger in here, which you can kind of see right there poking out. Water bottle for this side when I get it in here. Pockets on the front. I have a bunch of game calls in here. Yeah, here's a squirrel call. Did my kids break it? No, they didn't. So there's that. Again, one-handed. Zippers are super easy to use. It's my tow rope for the bow. Stuff that I just need to be easily accessible right there. Pretty great. All right, so here's the profile platform from Latitude. The name profile is pretty straightforward because it sits flush as a profile view, so nothing hanging out. Gotta loosen this here. Sorry, I'm not really good at YouTube reviews, guys. It's not my jam per se, but it's just kind of fun to have an excuse to tinker outside. So profile, you can see this thing tucks in here. Now, it pops out, nice and easy. This thing is incredibly sharp, borderline dangerously sharp here. So it really doesn't look like it's gonna be that sharp, and then you touch it and you're like, Jesus. So just be mindful of that, but then you just simply, so you got this got a little bit of rotation in there. You get it on, you tighten it down. If you don't do that, this thing's gonna be wiggling around on you a bunch. You don't want that. So tighten that down. Now it's not going anywhere. So if you do the profile thing, this is how most of these platforms come. They have one part sticking up or it's resting on top of the platform. So the fact that this kind of is embedded there is great. Bring that up. And this guy here is your adjuster. Super easy to get to, easy to access. You're not pinching your fingers in some weird spot. It's not so small that you have to like really pinch hard. It's a good size to adjust the tilt of the platform. And then it's got a nice edge to it here, so when you're standing on it, which I've done, it's pretty damn comfortable. And it's got enough surface area here to still be a really comfortable platform, but compact enough and light enough that it fits in my bag pretty darn well. Putting on the tree is easy enough, you can imagine. I'll show that in a minute here. But the whole setup is just, as the OK's hunter, I'm just enthused and pretty jacked to have a setup that makes me more efficient, because Lord knows I need all the help I can get. Okay, so when I said those are really sharp, you can kind of get a look here. I haven't cam locked this in yet, which I'm gonna do right now so you guys can see how it bites. So I got this pretty tight, cinched down to the tree pretty good. So now this is where you can do some adjustability here. So I was talking about, this is really easy to get to. What it's doing here, just make sure you guys can see. And as you turn that, you're messing with that tilt a little bit. Now, personally, I think having it downward a little bit is a bit more comfortable. You can see that angle there and all these grippies. You can just see how tight this thing gripped into the tree. I mean, get that camera to focus. It is in there. It is literally in the tree. It's in there really, really good. Now, if you're new to Latitude, there's some pretty cool things that they have going on here. One of the things is this, on both their lineman belt and their tether, you have these extra little plastic clips here that clip on to the line and to the carabiner. It's all metal-less, short of the carabiner itself, metal-less system. So no metal on this thing at all, except for here, where you lock in your leg straps, which are detachable. Great for walking into the woods. Why that's really nice to have, some people get this, like myself included, and I didn't understand why this was here, to one-handedly adjust for tightness. Obviously loosening up is a little bit different, but when you're climbing the tree, you just want to cinch it up real easy. You can do it with one hand with no metal, no additional components. So just out of the box, that's how it is. Pretty great. This is the Lone Star saddle that I'm wearing. Words are hard when you're on camera, apparently. It's got some tactile stuff here, so there's a little bit of webbing on this. So when it's like low light, first light, last light, you're climbing in, climbing down, you kind of know what you're grabbing for. So these are for your lineman. Mine here to hook onto, and this is obviously, you know, your bridge. So this particular saddle is got a lot of surface area it covers, so it's a really comfortable saddle. I also have the Method 2, which has been my go-to. It's got the two-piece system, so I like the fact that it's got a little bit of back strap there. But this was just really lightweight, easy to wear. It's got extra padding and breathability. So great saddle altogether. So I'm going to get in the stand here on the platform, just going to show you guys how it holds up and all that jazz. Man, I love it. It's just super comfortable. My size 12 feet, so lots of room to feel comfortable here. I don't have my tether on, so I'm not spinning around as much as I normally would, but you kind of get the idea here. All right, this is the Lone Star saddle, and again, there's just a lot of surface area here. Lots of functionality with this thing. Very comfortable because of the surface area. Even though it's not like the 2-panel setup like the Method 2, you still get into your lower back a little bit on this thing. You can really kind of stretch it out, but it's a pretty comfortable, lightweight, very simple platform. There's not a lot going on here as far as like usability, so it's really easy to just get into, wear on the way out to the woods. These are detachable, so you're not pinching your boys on the way in and out, if you get what I'm saying. And then there's some padding in here a little bit. You see this material here. There's a little bit of pad in there for some comfort and a little bit of breathability, so you're not getting swamp butt. But overall, you know, great saddle. And then here you got that tactile thing that I was talking about before, where you know what you're kind of grabbing on, so you can feel that there, versus this does not have that. And again, you get adjustability here for your hip pinch stuff, as well as on the bridge itself. This is obviously just your belt, but that's it. The sticks, I've done some reviews on the sticks in the past. We got 2 reviews on our channel, so you can go check those out. They're linked in the description here if you want to see how these sticks hold up in cold and rain, and the distance that you have here for your boot. All that stuff is stuff I talked about in 2 other videos on the channel, so again, you want to go check those out. I did get some stealth strips for the first 3 here to get all the touch points nice and quiet. So that's our setup here or my setup here at least. We'll see how I change things around, whether or not I put the platform on the outside, on the inside, the sticks on the bottom, or on the top, but pretty great. I'll do another follow-up too as I get some more time with this thing. Pretty exciting stuff. Thanks for watching the, I don't know how to do it with my hands. Thanks for watching the review, is that what this is? Video of the Latitude platform, saddle, and pack. That's the profile platform. That's the Ranger 22 pack and the Lone Star saddle. and then the Carbon Speed Series 6, we've done those before. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you like our page and our channel and our content, subscribe, follow along, tune into the podcast, and you'll hear more about how we use all of our gear.